Hello, Binks. I know. It's stream time, and you're being a butthead. But you're my butthead. Just say, we might be getting close to the end of number 2. Finally. And on our way to number 3. Yeah, hello. Yeah. Cuddles. Yeah, I know. The AC's on because it's like 10 degrees over what I normally like in here. On the 6th floor of a goddamn building. Recently murdered friends, no! Alright, let's get into this. Danganronpa. Load that saved game. It's almost our last one. Alright. Alright, let's just double check our skills again. Menacing focus. Studies our aim. Peach muscle. Just want to make sure we put that new sword one on. Use my rate of fire. Alright. Oh. Oh, well, hello. You'll be dipping in and out. You got folks coming over? Sounds good. I got a cat in my lap. There's excellent blade. Alright, it's on. Shred up. Go fast. Jump high. Let's go. All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is, and vote for who done it.
That good old stylized bleedy one. Best wait to have a cuddle bug, true.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Nope, Monami's all serious.
Oh my! Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
Alright.
Chesto!
Oh?
One more time! Jeez! How about this one?
Moda moda moda!
This will be my final blow!
Oh, he's mad.
It's useless.
Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
I mean, yeah, sure.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
I don't know. Alright, Binks, if you're gonna sit over there. Please. Just not on my stuff.
No, that might not be it.
Oh?
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
I feel like there's a possibility, Kazuichi. You're the person I trust least.
Now that's More like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
Hey. The traitor and the killer who killed Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or... Alright. Torture wounds, survival knife, duct tape, oil lighter.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
Uh-huh.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up.
Okay.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
Just remembering the
Definitely
controls.
bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No. Were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place? Alright, what do we got? Torture wounds. Both legs are tied with rope. Prevent from moving. Thighs will also stab the wounds. Dude. Burned rope. None of those are here. Duct tape. Keeps off less grip because of it. Actually moving his mouth underneath it. Dude. Bloody hole in the stomach. Oil lighter. Monokuma's account. Okay, what do we have?
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up.
We got 5 minutes
What
to
were
figure
they
this
trying
out.
to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
Nope. Alright. Dude. Just coincidence I found the bomb. I'm serious.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Okay.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
Nope. Dude.
Damn it!
Gotta think this over.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
What's the survival knife have to say? Stabbed into Nagito's right hand from the military base. Safe to assume the wounds on his arm caused by this knife. The
The reason
panels.
Nagito's
Okay.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Why did they have to torture Nagito? No. Were they actually caused by torture in the first place?
The killer didn't.
Says the Yakuza. Yeah, I know, right? Maybe the survival knife.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
He was obviously tortured. Now I have to dispute that. Dude.
Crap. The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Saw me playing Doom Eternal Order. I did the first mission. I like Doom. I like it a lot.
That's why he was so beat up.
I liked 2016 as well.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
Dude.
Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Dude. Why did they have to torture Nagito? Dude.
The killer didn't take.
Dude.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body.
It's because the killer.
So that's why he was. What were they trying to find out? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, this is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
Okay. I think it's the duct tape bomb first.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Yep.
The reason Nagito's body was covered.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
Nope. Ha! I hate. Normally I have some sort of like idea,
Damn it!
but I haven't got an idea. I'm gonna run out of time again, like obviously.
The killer didn't take. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was
We are
so
on literally the
beat
first
up.
one, and
What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
nope.
Damn it!
I would rather take damage than ripping and tearing is so much fun. It is. It's just got such a nice combat loop to it.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Did not know that bomb was fake. That means I'm not a suspect.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's bomb...
I feel like the duct tape is our main counter to the torturing for why the bombs. But we can't disagree. Don't think that's relevant. Huge.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
Huge.
Damn it!
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Huge.
Crap! The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Alright, I think what we gotta do here... Load the pre-prep of rights. I need to think this through.
Now then,
Okay. Huge. Torture. Okay.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Okay.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
Torture also
Definitely
doesn't
the
work.
bomb's hiding place.
Huge.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
I think it's gonna be Monokuma's account trying to disprove things. Because the bombs are fake.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was
I think we're
covered
trying to
with
disprove
wounds.
torture, though.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Richard did not know the bomb was fake. Yes.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
Okay.
That was Fuyuhiko.
Gonna guess coincidence?
I found it by coincidence.
That is a Okay. Proof that he found it by coincidence.
Damn it!
Okay.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
the reason Nagito's body.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up.
Just gonna heal the full.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Shoot.
If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
I don't know what There's a leap in logic I'm missing.
Damn it!
Okay. Were they torture wounds? Is there something that can disprove that? Dude. Bird rope, not in here. Dude.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
the reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Okay, can't grab any agreement statements.
So, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
Okay, I
That
don't.
was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
Damn it!
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
the reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Nope. Dude. Prove it's something other than torture.
Crap. The killer didn't take Nagi. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
That's our thing
why
we need to
he was
disprove.
so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it. There's no way I'd torture someone.
So you've only got two statements we could pull.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
the reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Nope. Dude.
Crap. The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito. The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Dude.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Nope. Ah.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito. The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
No.
There we go. Oh, I figured it was the duct tape. Alright.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
When you come up with the conclusion an hour ago but didn't do the correct
If he was being tortured
Alright.
for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
Exactly.
I'm prepared.
Oh, yay. Alright.
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid. Alright, what do we got? Torture wounds, burned rope, survival knife, duct tape. Gonna guess the burned rope, maybe?
Like you said, with Nagito's mouth, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated. I can't back down.
Okay.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it first. The killer tortured Nut and got information about the bomb's location. Then,
Okay.
after they killed him, allow me to cut through
Yeah,
those
duct tape.
words.
Nope, there was no blood on the outside.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Yeah, suck it, Kazuichi.
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
Akane, not the time.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? You have a crush on him or something?
I don't know, does she? Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
Yes.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream.
Yeah.
Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
True.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
I mean, maybe.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer? If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard.
I mean, yeah. Checks
If
out.
not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
Guy was a psycho. Yeah.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
Yes.
Can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
I mean, I don't see Sonya, but...
Yeah, and right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Alright, now we prove about the lighter.
Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
No, they set it up ahead of time with those panels.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
It has.
That's our Miss Sonya. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Kazuichi, I will smack you.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonya thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonya?
Simpin'.
Dan's right, it is.
Yeah! Reason for the fire, huh? They're right, we need to clear that up first. The panels or the lighter? Which one do we have? Burned rope, duct tape, oil lighter, and panels. They're right there.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
Yep, that checks out.
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They
No.
probably just threw the lighter.
Nope.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
Mm-hmm.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
No.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Oh, God. Dude. No, we don't need to hear you talking about sound waves. That's on
The
me.
direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
No.
They probably just threw the lighter.
Nope.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
Mm-hmm.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
Mm-hmm.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused.
There we
I
go.
agree with that.
Sonya got my back here.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
No.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
Yes! It
The
got...
killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
I love the end of the game where we're stuck with the 5 idiots.
Domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
And Lord Il Palazzo, he does too.
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're getting somewhere.
So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Yeah, to the music. Dude, the one other thing they did. MP3 player.
I see.
You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring
Mhm.
throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within the darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Hey, do you guys hear something? Yeah, it's real damn loud. Does Nagito like listen to this depressing crap? No, I'm not talking about the music. As if on cue, it suddenly started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
Akane with her super hearing.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, not a problem. Seriously, I'll be fine! With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warning and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Huh? It's not opening. Huh? There's something blocking the door. I can barely open it. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a bit more force. What happened opening it slowly? I kinda ignored the protest. With a mighty kick, the door flew open.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter. Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
With the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
Truth. If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse. I see. So the problem chick he's talking about is the killer couldn't have left.
I see.
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Yes.
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
We're just repeating that one.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse, there's only one person who could have done that. Is Monokuma an option? Nope. Nagito assisted with his own murder.
This is my answer.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Yeah.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
He is kind of crazy.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Oh?
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. Tie himself up. Burned rope?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Our assumption that Nagito can be suicide is correct. Nagito would have tied himself up too. That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself. Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Okay.
That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Okay, the Monokuma penalty does not count as a person.
Crap! To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
Okay.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Okay, so we have 4 statements to work with. We've got...
That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
Burned rope's still my closest
Couldn't
thing.
do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Don't know about that. Krishna Kamaru's look pretty strong, but what? Whoa. I never saw Nagito's. I'm pretty sure his wasn't that big anyway.
Crap!
Dude. Okay.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Dude.
To act... That's obviously impossible!
Alright.
Tying just the leg, tying both arms would...
You couldn't do much with... It'd be impossible!
How about if you... Or if you use your...
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Dude.
To actually tie up...
Burned rope. He
No,
did.
that's wrong!
Alright, there we go. One step at a time.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Proof that the burnt rope in Nagito's arm is his right
I
sleeve.
see.
take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, the sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Right.
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
What? Hold on. Alright. Class trial over.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Sonia! How dare!
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Alright.
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
True.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the hell?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Well, hello, Binks.
Then hurry up and spill it.
Aw.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Oh man, I want a Benjamin. The way to stab yourself in the right hand using only your right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer to this. Make an argument. Uh-oh. The torture wounds, the burned rope, survived the knife itself, blood on the girder. The plushie, perhaps?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
No. Well,
could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
there we go.
I agree with that.
Dude.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
It now suddenly makes sense.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Hello, Binks. Welcome to my lab.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
But why did he commit suicide? Wait, was he the traitor?
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
The why?
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear.
Yeah, this is really complicated.
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution.
Yeah.
If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
I mean, we can penetrate with some big, thick things here. Kazuichi gets me.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
No, Kazuichi, no.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
That is what she said.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Kazuichi, no!
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
We're left with the 5 worst people.
Like she said, in that condition, stab yourself with a spear.
Look,
But
I
you
know
can't
what I
use a
am.
spear with a knife stab into your right hand, while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think,
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could say the same thing. No! No, I wouldn't. Look, I am... This is my good Christian game.
I also agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right?
With pink blood, truth.
But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
Hello, Binks.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
Oh.
If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Oh! She's gonna throw hands.
Monome's sassing me.
Yeah, she got the sass.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So...
Don't
this
play with that
might
cord,
also be
Binks.
the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
And are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Hey, good
No
girl.
matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
I don't know, I got some more ideas for that plan.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Yeah. Head pats for Chiaki.
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
Hanging it from the ceiling.
What kind of way?
Hanging it from the ceiling.
I don't know.
I know!
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Truth.
Everyone working together.
She's right. We made it through several ordeals up until now by doing that. Then even now.
Alright, let's do this.
More arguments? I was really hoping for a logic dive. Burned rope, survival knife, blood in left hand. Uh-oh. That's not good. Blood on the left hand?
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through. When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No.
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail.
No, not it.
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Man, we gotta talk about these front tails, Akane.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through. When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
It does not.
No, that's wrong.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Hey.
Why?
Sinistro.
I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
Head slaps for Kazuichi.
When the blood splattered, That's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
Yeah, I've had it
There's
figured out for a
blood on
while.
his palm, and the back of his hand. What was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Holding the chain of the spear. Dude.
See! When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
I swear to God, Akane!
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear! Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
This convoluted.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right. That's a problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
She's sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle, just like fixing an old TV.
Just give it a smack.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Alright.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Section of the spear he was holding on to? The cord.
I see.
That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Yes.
Oh, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh?
Yes.
And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
Yes.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
Because he was hanging it over the beam.
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
Yes. But with a beam.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
We got this.
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
No!
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
Ugh, she's right. This is why I keep losing.
That's a long plan, Maine.
One step at a time? What does that mean? Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up. The spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that... That's it, could it be? The state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where the spear was, and what the state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Logic dive! Alright. Okay, remember the controls, let's go. Gotta go fast. Fuck. Question 1. Where was the spear just before impaling Nagito? Above him. Go fast! What the? Weird ass cubes. Just dodge them. Ow! Ow! Fuck! I'm getting bullied by rhombuses. Question 2. Besides the spear, what else was above? Ceiling girder. Fuck! Rhombus. Their hitboxes are fucky, aren't they? Alright, question 3. Item kicking both the spear and the girder. The rope on Nagito's left. No, the spear's cord. Rainbows! There we go.
It's all coming together. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
There we go.
Perpendicular. In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
No, he was just really lucky.
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
Yeah, it's slightly overcomplicated and kind of stupid, but
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that.
yeah.
If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was.
As did I.
Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
He just cray. But why?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
They've drawn him so casual, just like, yeah, just perforating a few holes, helping the frog breathe, you know?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
Several questions.
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
That's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
Apparently.
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
That's our Nagito. Jeez, I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form of that his malice took. What if it's one of those people who can't feel pain? Maybe. I had forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right?
Was it himself?
Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place?
Yeah.
If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other. He tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so he'd be executed.
That should be okay, right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
Yeah, there's a lot I'm missing.
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense.
Go on.
It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
I'll give you a Benjamin to keep going.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh?
That would be weird.
That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Yeah.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
Your gut says something.
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's
Oh, he's
something
got a little
even
coach
Nagito
whistle.
couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death. Something that he couldn't have messed with?
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with.
Crap!
No, this isn't it. Jackie's worried about something else. Alright. Something related to Nagito's death that he couldn't mess with. Dude. 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 How did Nagito get a hold of the spear? Yeah. It means he had to have been in the castle. But he opened that up with explosives. Dude. 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 It's no use, I can't think of anything. Dude. Something related to Nagito's death that even he couldn't mess with. I have 2 minutes.
Crap!
Nope.
Crap!
Nope. Dude.
Crap!
Something related to his death. Dude. Dude.
Crap!
Wish I knew what she was talking about. Something related to his death. Dude.
Crap! Crap!
Nope. Dude. Yeah. Hajime's the blackened, apparently. Dude. Hajime, you couldn't figure it out. You killed
This
Nagito.
is my...
Yes.
We will never give up!
Never give up, never surrender.
I see!
Wait, what?
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, what? That was it?
Huh?
I accidentally hit the
There was
button.
something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
The victim is Nagito Komede. Body's discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds in each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration in his left arm, and a knife impaled through his right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki's worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? I still don't know! The time of death? Cause of death? Whoop. Fuck! Oh god! Why? Fuck! Get! Just take damage. We're gonna be fine. Fuck. Cause of... Fuck, we're doomed. D-E. Jesus Christ! Why? 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 I need an H! There's an H! Jesus Christ! Why? I hope I never have to do one of those again. They're getting stupid.
This particular case is Monokuma file. There's no specific cause of death.
Now there's stab wounds there are multiple stab wounds in each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a lash in his left arm and a knife impaled in his right hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
No, it's poison.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma,
I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
Hello, Lapinks.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
Yes.
Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide.
Oh.
Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
Yeah.
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Oh, yes.
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily?
Yeah.
I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
He's very crazy.
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
Apparently.
Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
Come on, Binks, you're my best friend.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
Good boy, Fuyuhiko.
This is friggin' annoying.
Fuck you, Kazuichi.
But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Yay.
Oh,
I don't know what we're striving for, but head pets for Fuyuhiko. Yes.
splendid. You guys are so splendid right now.
Yay!
That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all our hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Yay! A small break to die in.
No.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't even done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do! Alright, you passed! Friendship is measured by how long you can stay in the silence when you're all alone with someone else! So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends! Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I always have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all, not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit! How sad! Distrusting your friend is so much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. Well, there may be some demand for that. Oh, I fell for it. I totally took the man bait. Mwah.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say.
Oh?
Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome.
Awesome.
That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation.
Woo!
That's basically it.
Okay. I believe in you, Monami.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
Poison that was in his
If
room.
something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
The poison in his fridge. What if he poisoned us all? Overlooked,
Then
huh?
let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. Torture wounds, duct tape, blood on the girder, piece of blue paper, or Monokuma's special poison.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
Just gonna heal a bit.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
If it's something that can't be seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold.
Something that can't be seen,
Or
the special
liquefied
poison.
his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Oh dear.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
Just trying to heal.
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something...
There we go.
Agree with that.
Is that a skill ability? Yeah, it's one of my skills that I've apparently had since the beginning of the game. I bought it really early, but whenever I'm slowing down, I heal, and I only notice now.
If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I
Bruh.
remember went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange.
I will point out I've not died to health loss ever. I just keep losing to time loss, so realistically, it's been useless up until now.
Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
For poisoning use only.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
Those glasses are not working.
I see. Now that you mention it,
I thought it just
there's no
restored
way
my
a
health
poison
over
like that
time
doesn't
without
relate to the case at
pausing
all.
the time.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What is that?
Did I read the disability description? I think so. I'm watching you. Which one is it? Yeah, so this one is, I think, the one I had. The influence gauge recovers over time during concentration and fever time. I missed that concentration and fever time because of how long the effective line is. I didn't know it was during concentration. I thought it was just period.
but even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
I'm watching you, being that is only affected by movement.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If he taped it to his mouth,
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
entered in his wounds.
Since we've already ruled out
They're
so
running
many
about the front tail.
possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him.
It's gonna say poison is ingested, venom is injected. So because it's a poison, it would have to be inhaled, eaten, etc.
Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
The way the poison entered Nagito's body. The answer's written on the label? Should think carefully, try to remember it. No! Oh, thank God. I was like, not Hangman's Gambit! Alright, off we go. Bob and weave. We are speed. Question 1. What state was the poison when it affected Nagito? A gas. Oh. Okay, they're fine. Two. Whoa. Uh-huh. Whoa. Uh-huh. Whoa. Go fast. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we go slightly too fast for the jump method, I think, so we're gonna have to play it safe! Okay, fuck it, I think we try the jump method. There we go. How did it enter Nagito's body? Through his nose. We have a minute. Which means we can't fuck this up. Oh, okay. We're fine! It was only a 2-1.
It's all coming together.
Speed is key. It's true. Managing your speed properly with
What
brakes.
if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
Because we were prevented by going through. The reason we didn't breathe the poison in the gas, explained. The smoke? The sprinklers.
I see! The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Alright, good.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Hey!
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it.
Akane is mommy? Yes.
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poison. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Yeah.
Well, but
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Never would have been able to type his mouth shut. Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. His malice. Is it really okay? Can we really just finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse. The thing that would have been left behind is the container.
I see! Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
Yes.
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
Nah, we would have found that.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate.
Yeah. It might shatter, but not
Even
incinerate.
the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
That's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is an No! I mean, an accomplice? It is just too...
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
No, because now it's a murder.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I just want to rule out this is Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us.
like a jerk.
He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
Yeah.
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
Yeah, I'm becoming the ultimate hope. Calm the fuck down.
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
Because they're the murderer now, and they're the blackened.
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
Oh! Oh! What's this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. No! No! The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing used as a container was... No! Don't make me do it again! Fire grenades! We don't need that right now. Great, it finally gives me the F and I can't do it. Alright. Just... Oh, no! Alright. Fuck it, we just have to get rid of everything we can. Off with you. I was gonna say, the last one gave me PTSD. And this one is just kind of chill. Nope! Fuck! BAM! He made us all accomplices.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. as long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse. It can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Yeah.
Hajime, could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade. Huh?
So just words contain a clue that yeah, yes. Dude.
I can prove it with this.
Got it.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room.
Yes.
We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Gotta love the photorealism every now and again.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So
He didn't
what's
need it.
the
He's
issue?
lucky.
Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
No, one of us threw the grenade.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding. You're right. In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
Oh?
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What about the tape? Yeah.
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide. No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed the poison were the same? Could that moment be when we threw the grenades?
I see! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito. If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
Us?
One of us?
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was... It would mean he didn't kill himself.
He set it up for one of us to kill him.
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? Person who prepared the poison for an fire grenade was... not one of us?
Crap!
No. Okay, so it was Nagito.
I see.
I had to be sure.
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
And who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
The person who set the warehouse file was Nagito.
I see. That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now,
Alright.
why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
Reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire. To make someone throw the poison.
I see. Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
To make one of us a murderer.
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason...
Murder!
He put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him? To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Great!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out.
Found out!
After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end.
True.
However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved.
Yes.
As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces.
Hooray! Right in the face with the front tail.
For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
Yeah.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right! There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras! If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count! Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever.
Oh?
I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times.
Because it's fake!
I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Uh-oh.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you be so chill? I mean,
Yeah, no.
how can you have such an awful power?
Fuck you, Kazuichi.
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Oh?
Really? Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning?
Alright.
I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
Alright. Let's do it. That's right, doesn't mean the trial's over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then, I have to do it. Even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Alright, what do we got? Fire grenades. What was inside Nagito's refrigerator? Right before switching the poison. Don't think it's there yet. Was placed inside the break room. What's beyond the Monokuma panel is the lighter. His whole body wasn't tied up. Doop. Okay. How did he support the spear? In order to hurt himself. Okay, he has not. Prop the knife with something. Nope. Dude. There we go. I knew the other two were gone. I just. How long is this? Jeez. Oh, alright. What made the spear fall? Oops, let go of the cord. We know that the end of the Monokuma panels. There we go. Stock 3. How much do we have left this way? Oh, geez, we have a lot. Right before switching the poison. Placed inside the break room. His whole body wasn't tied up. How do you support the spear? Inside the break room. Right before switching the poison. Huge. Placed inside the break room. Huge. It's the bear. Last stock. All right. The reason we went to the warehouse was... Okay, we're good that way. This is easier. Why didn't I do this from the beginning?
here's everything that happened in this case.
All right.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
Because he's a jerk.
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon.
But why?
Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room.
He looks so damn creepy, it's true.
The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion.
Yep. All right.
First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs.
Oh god, you can see the pain.
Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear.
Like a
His plan
champ.
still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message.
Nagito the Joker.
After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse.
Man, I wanted to hang out with him.
Part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared.
See, he's the ultimate lucky student, so whoever he wanted to get it, got it, and it was probably me. It's probably Hajime.
The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity.
Yeah!
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
Yeah!
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange.
Oh?
Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
No, he cared. Huh?
He said this to us earlier.
It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope can break through any despair, can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And
You gotta believe!
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
In hope. Do his talent?
I see.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
that's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
It's true.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in him.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
Yep. It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. So, you really did it? Oh, so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I'd only used one bullet. Yeah, I guess it's just what Monami said. Huh? I misunderstood that I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder, and that's how I did it. That? You only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving? But I'm still alive. After all, the only good thing about me is how lucky I am. And he did the same thing when the first killing happened in the old building near the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right, I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. You just relied on your luck? It's not just luck. If it's true, my talent is trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know. Huh? I'm left with the red mark. For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky! That's why I got picked for cleaning duty just like I wanted!
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us, but for some reason he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
It's true.
What did he do?
No, he wasn't just after anybody.
He was after the traitor?
He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The traitor.
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. And
Just roll a
once
nat
he
20,
had
you'll be
his luck,
fine.
He believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
I like how it's a valid explanation that it's Nagito, you know?
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
Don't know. I don't even have to ask. I should already know. The traitor.
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Yep.
He relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Yep.
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Just taking a quick bio break. Be back in a sec. There we are. We're going into overtime because we're not going until at least this chapter ends.
Then, what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long, was it really because we didn't believe in him?
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
It is.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
Hey, let her help.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. Sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
And we won't beat his luck.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
It's true.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now. If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that.
Oh?
Chiaki?
Created?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime?
Oh?
Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Oh?
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay.
It's... you?
It's Chiaki?
Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please, hold on.
Aw, you totally guessed right.
Oh?
Just as expected. Yep, you're correct.
She was the traitor?
I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
What? Damn it! Why? This is nonsense. Why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki. Are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
Oh?
What does this mean? You... Up till now... You've been tricking us?
We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait. The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is.
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
Yeah!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet.
Yeah!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
You ate this part? I figured, considering, you know, she's your bae.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that?
Oh?
Maybe... I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
What is it?
Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What?
Why me?
What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but... as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why... the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please...
Fuck!
Looks like we gotta do what we can.
Alright.
It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
It's true.
She was just disguised or something. This would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all. 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Oh?
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl.
Oh?
I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Alright. Damn it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Oh yeah. Monami and Chiaki's relationship. Proving it here. Is that the only way? Panic talk action. Uh-oh.
Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along. I won't let you. First open and mix. I can't lose. open and mix! I'll lower your grade. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. First open and mix. I can't lose. Chucky and I aren't best friends.
Mana Mi's notebook.
This is the end. When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Oh, so sudden?
Yes.
Give me that notebook.
Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? Is this Monokuma's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
Oh?
You know?
It took me this long. I finally understand.
Oh? No, the truth is, I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just, I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. But now, I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
Oh? The topic discussed in that entry. The final dead room?
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room. But the only one who knew that.
If I win the life-threatening game here, I'll be able to go to that octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I finally figured out where the exit is. I can get out. With this, I can finally get out. You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Oh.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. Huh? And without hesitating, swiped the card reader. Bzz. Looks like it was wrong.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
No, I don't. I like her.
Of course not.
Granted, I like... Well, actually, you know what? Kazuichi can be the traitor. I don't care about him.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor. There is just no way.
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe it, but...
Then nobody will be saved.
Make your argument. Alright, what do we got? Monami's notebook. Monokuma's account? Probably?
Chiaki is not the traitor.
Rich is gonna heal a bit. I need to at least have one hit worth.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
Yeah.
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
Nope. Fuck. Not gonna be with that. Don't say stuff that doesn't make sense.
Chiaki is not the traitor.
Just give me more health. It'll be fine.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
Nagito killed himself. We're trying to find the traitor.
Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me when I tried to detonate it.
No. Dang it.
Damn it! Chiaki is not the traitor.
Just give me health. Give me health. All right, we're good. That should be more than enough.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me when I tried to detonate it.
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs. There's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
Nope, fuck. Dude.
Damn it! Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
God damn it. Dude.
Damn it!
What was Sonya's account? Secretly used one of the bombs the military base found. The time Monami was apparently peeking at the whole thing.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
Just healing. We might have more later. How many fan faves are dead? We're down to 6.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me when I tried to detonate it.
Reload it! We are down to Sonya, Kazuichi, Chiaki, Akane, Fuyiko, and me.
Shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake.
Sucks, this is fine.
Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I do not want to hear that!
Oh! Alright, get the sword out!
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
I don't blame you.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
Sad cut. Sonya's account, Monokuma's account. The Hope's Peak Academy file or Monokuma's account.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Oh dear. She's panicking pretty badly. I don't have enough words if I counter her right away. It's best to wait for Sonya's words.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
I don't have nearly enough cuts for this. She's panicking pretty badly. Don't have enough words if I counter her right away. Just wait.
Even
Okay.
if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor.
There we go.
If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Okay.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that he was fake beforehand.
Dude.
Crap!
Alright.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island.
Dude.
Crap!
There was someone other than me and Monami
Dude.
who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that he was fake beforehand. If so, you could not declare that. Monami and Chiaki were working together.
Yeah. Alright, we've been pushed back. Fuck.
Damn it!
Even if she knew the bomb...
Dude. 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 Okay, it's Monokuma's account.
That does not prove Chiaki is the traitor.
Okay.
If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Monokuma never told anyone.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that he was fake beforehand.
He didn't tell anyone. There we go. Got her. The sad music can stop.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys hints, or give you a if I'm gonna give you a guy's hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow what the killing was gonna happen. That's why I am just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
I mean,
That's not it.
he is very lucky.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
It's true.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before.
What?
Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong.
What?
However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
We could.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
Uh-huh.
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
God damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
At least it wasn't Sonya, simp. Oh god. 69, nice. Oh man. Oh, those such crippled scores. Oh, a B! Oh. At least I still did it on mean difficulty. I wish it was Kazuichi. Yeah. It's not fair. I feel like the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking. And believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead.
Even so.
Why is my health still low? All rise. Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the result. The traitor from the Future Foundation and Nagito Komeda's killer is... Chiaki Nanami!
Damn it!
Are you serious? That was correct? The fact that Chiaki was a traitor? The fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck? Everything was true?
Damn it.
Plus, that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid, we're not celebrating at all.
Damn it.
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to this island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it, even though I do not want to believe it. There is no choice but to believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what.
'Cause...
I can't betray the Future Foundation. Can't betray?
well...
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I will never be able to betray the Future Foundation. What the heck? But in the end, you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. You're right.
Why?
Now's not the time to be laughing.
well...
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect everyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. You're still saying things I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're just not gonna answer, right? Like, if we ask why you were in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry.
That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this. That's why you don't need to apologize. Why is the guilty sign so happy? I know, right?
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find out the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't it strange? Strange?
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You've raised a good point. That's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations! You successfully stopped Nagito's plan! I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor. Kill everyone else besides the traitor? What the heck is the special feature? Did it not work? My alert thing says it should be fine. Dude. Nah. I have to wait 4 more minutes. Should work, just a little pop-up. Makes the compass sound from Link's Awakening, because it's my speed game.
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? To form the plan that only the traitor would survive? Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay. Okay, what?
Well...
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chiaki.
You really are a kind-hearted person.
Hmm...
Huh? You think so? Jeez, I wonder where you got your personality from.
perhaps...
Maybe our dad and our big brother, don't you think?
Hey, come on.
Hey, don't you go talking about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Teru.
I can't lose.
Then I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight I cannot win. I must try to retaliate.
Huh?
Huh? Retaliate?
I will no longer let you do as you please.
Oh?
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
She self-destructed?
What'd you say?
What? Is that what's going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, die?
No, no.
I'm not dead! Ah! A new fucking one came out! Whew, man, that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet. Hey, wait!
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
Saw the stream overlay thing. Wanted that I wanted attention, but I heard no special noise. Hold on. Two more minutes for me to check it manually. Short of opening up like a win page to do it.
Stop it, I say. I'm sorry. I
The noise might also be very low compared to the game. Not yet! Seriously, stop it! If you don't stop right now, it's all going to be destroyed! Of course! I'm doing it so you'll all be destroyed! Alright, I will be the one to protect my students! I will protect them with my life! But Monami, you... Now then, how many of you who are still there? You might as well come out all at once! How many? Not that much! Just around, 10 to the power of 60. What? What did you say?
What?
1 million? 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead, 10 to the power of 52, 56, 10 to the power of 60. That's 10 to the 60th power. After all this, you're still joking around? You sure have quite the daring spirit. Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? While you're doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created. In the Monokuma manufacturing facility.
That's wrong.
What? Those were just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
You're just bluffing. Monami, finish him off! Why is the pink bear doing what I do in shooting games?
Hey,
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma! What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic, huh? Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey!
Hold on, if you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be so confused. Unless you mean magic in a technological sense, we won't understand this at all.
Hey!
Hey, what's going on? Don't tell me you're not gonna call this magic or something. Well, I don't care how you interpret it.
in the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement?
Is 10 to the power of 60 more than the number of atoms in the universe?
What's this?
And how many Monamis are left to challenge my army of 10 to the power of 60? You don't say anything. I know. Let's see, you just have, like, 10 more left, right? I know everything. I am the conqueror of the new world.
I can't move.
I won't give up, even if I have no chance of winning.
It's okay, Monami. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know?
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in everyone, and leave the rest to them.
I...
But
Right?
Damn it.
what the hell's going on?
Um,
I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is...
please listen.
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between these two organizations? Okay, that's it! Let's just leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time's gonna start! Ugh. Hold on, just a little more time. To wait or not to wait? That is the question, but which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you'd know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't...
I'm sorry.
Hajime. Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. Not that,
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Chiaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer!
Special bleeding service.
For Monami, too!
Huh?
Why even Monami?
Hmm.
It's just a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not a student. And also, I don't need anybody that will defy me anymore.
Uh-huh.
And also, I remember now. I'm an only child.
That is...
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway. And not just that, I've decided to believe in everyone. Why'd you need that many damn bears? Because F you, that's why. It's true.
You guys...
I'm sorry about
I'm sorry about so many things.
She beat me to it.
I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of.
Damn straight, Monami.
Because you yourself are your biggest supporter.
It was me all along?
If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life.
It's true.
Love, love.
Bye, everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true.
Damn.
Because I know.
Getting life advice from a pink beat.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Then let's proceed with high spirits. This is the very last punishment time! Ironic death. Ironic death. Our favorite part of everyone. Chiaki has been found guilty. Time for the wait, what about Monami? You too, Monami. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a jam. Oh, hey, it's the tank. Please insert coin. Two. Oh God! Waka waka. Oh no, Tetris! Line piece! That fucking Pac-Man. I know, right? Even until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I'd fallen to my knees. A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. And I couldn't even tell her, thank you. If I had said that, would she have been comforted a little bit? She was executed as the traitor. Would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurt.
I don't believe it!
Good gracious, that was such a big surprise! As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of point man during the class trials, as did Nagito too.
What?
And not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too!
Phew.
Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you'll need to rely on them.
Huh?
Wait, does that mean... Now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well, all of the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone!
Hey,
Are you serious? We can really leave this island?
I shall now
Yep!
present.
Congratulations! With this, I shall announce the end of the killing school trip. Yeah, I know, it's interesting there wasn't a blood spatter. So either she was a robot, I'm leaning she was a robot, or she got out. For you 5 who've survived up until now, I shall give you the right to graduate! Thank you for all your hard work! Are you really okay with that? What do you mean? There are still 2 days left. You were acting like your usual self. Or if you were acting like usual, you'd be setting things up so another killing happens right away. You're right. Stop it! What are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Also, you said you 5, like you were emphasizing that part. Does the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there's still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left? Are you planning to make a volleyball team?
Stupid fool.
You need 6 people for volleyball! Don't stay quiet, say something! What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy, and an enemy of the Future Foundation, so what's your true identity?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end the new world that the Future Foundation has created. Huh?
No.
Well, you'll just have to look forward to the rest after the countdown ends! Smoke is good at hiding stuff. That timer has almost reached 0! If it reaches 0, everything will end! The Future Foundation's lame plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all of your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is!
Hey.
Huh? A new world? Don't go saying new shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
Well, just thinking of the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 is a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless life back home will be waiting for you. I can't do his laugh right. I don't have the cadence for it. Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened up until now. I didn't think about what was going to happen with all these Monokuma figures I found. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen, and burrowed deep into my sheets, as if I were trying to hide. In doing so, I was somehow trying to endure the long day. And then, the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess that isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? How far, how much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Hope's Peak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose? Can we really end this and turn our back on that? And not just that, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Hope's Peak Academy? That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. At a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. Eight hours. Felt like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right, it's the last day, according to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right, when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I'd never felt before. I feel like I'd been abandoned in this world, completely, utterly alone, with nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonya? Like everyone was gone, I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything, like everything in this world was nothing but lies. Ah! I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the college, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the college, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the college, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the college, desperate to escape that desperate. When I left the cottage, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
Ah, Hajime. Good timing. Good timing? What do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus. What about it?
Well?
Apparently there was more to that message inside that laptop. Huh?
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it was locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? But why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Maybe Nagito planned to leave this as a will. Nagito's will? Where is it right now? We were just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it, the restaurant. Level 69. Nice. Just casually walk to the restaurant. We'll be fine. I said I was gonna finish this chapter today. Oh hey, the place is looking nice and not bombed. Just hurry over to the restaurant. Everyone should already be waiting. Am I confused? A little bit. But we're fine.
Yeah.
Hey, you're late. Is it true Nagito really left us another message? Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster, and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well.
A coincidence, you say? Wrong! That is the wheel of causality guiding you! Huh? Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that!
Damn right.
So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right. Also, Gundam was here. We're just not gonna question it.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations! Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. Ended the way I hoped it would? Or he hoped it would?
Damn it.
Nagito was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it, it was just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
So he really set up the traitor as the killer and he even tried to make them survive the trial? But why would he do that? Even with your useless talk, it appears there's still more. But if everyone but the traitor is watching this video, then unfortunately, I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters to me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me.
Now then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. But anyway, I was totally surprised. I mean... Alt-Kurtzes! The Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along, and so I was able to learn the truth about this world, and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. I mean, as long as he wants to be a protagonist like me, you know? But now that I know the truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is... seriously pissing me off. Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that? But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. The key to enter that place is that message you found in Nezumi Castle.
Well...
Normally, you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monami. But that has nothing to do with me. You guys, you're not... Something... Stop. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end. But I guess now's a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password. 11037. That is the password that is written in Izubi Castle. You have to use that to enter that specific place. That's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
Please call me the ultimate hope.
This was Nagito's final message? That 11037 number that Nagito said was the password. There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter the ancient ruin.
Hey,
You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0. You're right, let's go. All of my friends are fake. The job of preparing something like this. Nagito's unpredictable until the very end.
Easy as pie.
Now then, let us make haste to the ancient ruin. As long as we work together, we will not lose to Monokuma or anyone else.
Damn right.
Looks like the others have left already. We should go too. What, are you scared now? Of course not. Let's crush Monokuma's plan. You're right. There's nothing to worry about since everyone's here. Looks like it's finally my turn. I'll punch Monokuma so hard it'll go flying around the world. As long as Coach Nekomaru and me are here, we won't lose. Just leave it to us. Alright, just so no, everyone else sees it. That bastard Nagito. He was screwed up till the very end. What's that praise me crap?
Of course not.
After all, the crap he put us through, there's no way we'd ever do that. Now's not the time to relax. Need to hurry to the ancient ruin on the second island. I'm watching you. I love how they do not have labeled places. Shit's fucked up, man. And the chapter's not over. This is why I like Sunday as a stream day for this. I can just keep going if I want to. Somehow, it is quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gonna be in there?
You are a boy, right?
It's so unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? There's also that countdown! There's no time to stand around!
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right, it's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills. If you're gonna let it out, why not do it in the Tupperware cave with me?
Dumbass.
Hey, now's not the time to fuck around!
Master for you, Hiko.
It's going to be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together. The hell? Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order. Yay! Ibuki! She's back! Alright, I'm just gonna leave with Ibuki. We don't need to see the end. What was that? I told her that you'd only understand piggy talk. I said, you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime.
The password, please. Yeah, I know. 11307, right?
it's gonna be fine.
There's no need to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. Aww. We're getting headbutts. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. Seizure warning?
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Yeah, did anyone else notice our dead friends?
Huh?
where did everyone go?
They've been dead for a while. I was wondering the same thing.
Everyone?
What? Something's wrong? Oh, 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 and Binks is on the desk? What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is... this world? We were in the Matrix the whole time, like I guessed at the beginning? And that's why you can have more Monokumas than atoms in the universe? Stage clear? Crispy audio? Smile and hope in the name of despair? Surviving students? Apparently what? Hold on. 5, okay. Numbers. To be continued next stream? We got the gamer's backpack! I would like to save my current progress. I guess we'll save... right here? Chapter 0? Heading to the school trip? Well, Chapter 0 is next time. It would be wrong to say I wasn't swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. It will not let me... Shaking quite irregularly, just when you thought it was a series of small shakes. Alright, hold on. We need to continue the timer because I can't leave yet! Uh-oh. It will get me to a point. Alright, we gotta turn the timer back on. 20, 34, 41. Don't update the splits. Go. I would suddenly shake violently, and every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. Couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. Let's go. Chaos needs to be caused. Alright, you have fun. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. But I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent. Detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. And how boring. Or how boring. Do you like ships? Or do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room, I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. You look like you were having fun, so that's what I assumed. Do you like you do like ships, right? Ships? That's right. That's it. So this is a ship. You just realized that now? Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly, I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? The smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komeda. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that... Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Yeah, so that's your talent. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But for someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly, that's because I have luck as well, huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Peak Academy, too, right? So you're one of us? Oh, but that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent, even though they know they're insignificant. They don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. They are profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. And perhaps, does this have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations of you, huh? That's completely different from me. But what are you planning to do, now that you've ended up like this? There's nothing you can do, right? Listen well, using people is a talent, too. It is now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past. That person? Are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me. Even now, it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate? Then explain your hand. This? The end of that bandage. It's a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe it means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I've successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see, so you salvage the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I see her as my enemy, you know. Because she's my sworn enemy, because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power, and for that, I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? Huh? That's strange. Huh? Look out the window, we're finally here. You're starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I'm loved by talent. But no matter what happens, it is no concern to me. I'll not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you're boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? A mystery for next time? Can we actually save? Okay. Okay, did actually save there. Alright. And now we can stop the timer. Alright, I need to know. There's a stage 5! Let's go! Oh, it's gonna be against 10 to the power of 60 Monokumas, isn't it? Alright, so next time, we'll hang out with Magical Girl Monami. It'll be a great time. I'll forget how the controls work again. What a cliffhanger. Yeah, I know, right? And fucking Nagito having Junko's hand? It's gotta be Junko, right? It's the ultimate despair. And, you know, those nails. I recognize those nails anywhere. Ah! Alright. All of the mysteries to be solved next time. So, look forward to that. Next stream will be RimWorld on Tuesday, because we have obviously pivoted everything one stream forward. We will also then on Thursday have some... Oh, what the fuck was I playing on Thursday? Oh yeah, Rune Factory that I want to play endlessly. Come Saturday, I'm gonna try to get into Bloodborne. Good God, it kicked my ass yesterday. We'll see if I can get good, as the kids say. And then come next Sunday, we'll be back with Danganronpa 2. Probably the last stream of it, if the last time we entered a Chapter 6 happened with Danganronpa 1 is any indication. It could be 2 more streams, but I'm gonna hope for 1. We'll go extra long if we have to. And then we'll have Danganronpa 3 after that, and I'll finally be finishing the series. It'll be lovely. I don't know anything about Danganronpa 3. I'm looking forward to it. That said, I hope everyone had a wonderful time with all of this nonsense, even though, you know, I definitely picked up momentum from the beginning of the stream horribly into the late, and I just didn't think about the beginning part. Anyway, though, thank you everyone for coming up, and I will see you later.